afternoon, everybody. Earlier this month, our news crew had the chance to see firsthand the life-changing work that the folks at the National Marrow Donor Registry are doing. A 9-year-old girl from Sarasota is alive today because of the generous gift of a man more than 5,000 miles away. Take a look.
We had no choice, but we went. The National Marrow Donor Program would be the match. Ended up doing the search for us. There was no match for her in the United States.
They ended up going to the International Registry, where they found one match out of 14 million registered participants.
It's a 50-50 chance that you even get to transplant if you're actually diagnosed properly.
Flown to Cincinnati Children's Hospital, which specializes in treating HLH, chemotherapy, steroids, and blood transfusions kept her alive until the bag of donor cells finally arrived from overseas. The bone marrow transplant took place. Isolation followed.
My mom just said, try to stick through it, don't give up.
Mom and daughter documented their journey on YouTube, and slowly Hannah healed, re-entering life a success story among so many sad failures.
They call it the silent killer. This disease, HLH, is known as the silent killer because usually it's diagnosed post-mortem.
Thankful for this second chance, the Marsh family began spreading the word about HLH and the importance of the bone marrow registry. But something seemed unfinished. One thank you unresolved.
What's that?
Unknown to Hannah, her mom and dad had planned a surprise meeting at Tampa International Airport with her donor, a young man living in Germany. He'd put his name on the bone marrow donor registry on a whim while giving blood one day.
I finally saw him for the first time in person.
How do you feel?
Excited.
Now, since I'm here, I kind of get the emotional growing of what it all means. Because when I did this, when I was laying there, it was just, 4.5 hours of my life, and that's it. And a couple of syringes. And it didn't feel like I was doing something big at all.
But what Patrick did was save Hannah's life. Now, 3.5 years later, the donor and recipient got a chance to meet and celebrate. Patrick has a message about how easy it was to become a game changer in this little girl's world.
In my case, they did a stem cell apheresis, where you just lay on a bed, you spread your arms out, they put a needle in here, needle in there, and then they filter it out. And it's only about 4.5 hours. And, well, it's a bit uncomfortable, but that's it. Then the bag goes off and goes on the plane, and it's really exciting to see.
My hero is Patrick, my donor.
And joining us live in our studios this afternoon is little Miss Hannah Marsh, a proud 3rd grader, and her mom, Kelly. It is very emotional to watch that video. What was it like for you, Hannah, to finally meet Patrick in person?
Very exciting.
What was the first thing you said to him?
Hi.
Kelly, when you see him talk about how it was really nothing big for him, how do you feel as a mom?
Oh my gosh, he's so incredibly humble, as a human being, to be able to do something like that. Obviously, it speaks volumes for his character to even come forward and be a match for somebody and sign up for the registry. But, it was an amazing, amazing reunion, so to speak.
As more and more people learn about Hannah's story, what has been the feedback from the community? Are more people more open to becoming a donor?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. It's one thing to tell Hannah's story and her side of things and the illness side and kind of explaining her disease, which HLH, but it's a whole other thing to see how easy it is to save somebody's life. And when you see the perspective from a donor who will tell you it took 4 hours for him and a few little needles, and that was it. And it was a very painless process, and that one thing saved her. It's pretty remarkable.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. We're very excited to see Hannah at the race, Be the Match, Be the One run. It happens on April the 1st. Our crews will be out there. Take a look. Here's the information. If you haven't registered already, there is still time, folks. Join us. Join our ABC Action News team. We'd love to have you run with us. The Be the Match Foundation is hosting the run on April the 1st at Al Lopez Park. To register and more detailed information, you can visit them online at bethematchfoundation.org.